Hello. Hello. Put settings up. All right, welcome in to day 3. I tried a little earlier to stream this, but unfortunately, my computer was having, we'll just call it issues. So, what we're doing today is we're going to try to get, so we're going to go into WoW Classic. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try and complete the blacksmithing quest by trying to farm light leather. Now remember that Dean Winchester cannot use the auction house to buy mats, and we are a blacksmith and miner for our professions. So it'll be very interesting to see how this all goes. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind if you're watching this later is how do we get to fishing with all the murlocs in Westfall? That's anyway. So welcome in, chat. We're gonna have some fun. Again, the goal, really simple. We're gonna try to fish for mats while we also finish up some quests in Westfall. The goal tonight, we're at before 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're gonna try to hit level 17. Oh, looks like something sold at the auction house. We'll check that out later. We're going to try to get to level 17. And that's really the main goal. Is get to level 17 and finish the blacksmithing quest so we can get this Iron Forge. Right here. Iron Forge breastplate. Big upgrade. Find floating debris anywhere. We also need pearls, but we'll do pearls a little bit later. The pearls are going to be for the daggers. I remember we need a couple of pearls for the daggers. I'm going to have to increase my level. I'm just going to have to. I mean, I can't even... I want to finish that blacksmithing quest so bad, but... So let's see if we can finish a couple of the quests first. Let's see if we can ding to level 16. Maybe I'll have a better shot. Oh no, I can't get level 2 Ooh, yeah, we definitely can't get him. Too far away. Where's the scout? Why don't you get that out? I mean, look how much damage they do. I mean, it's freaking kill me. There we go. I need pause. So. Okay. elemental away.
Need more rage.
Well, this is gonna suck.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Somebody's running in to go get some tin. Tim Timony, Tim Timony, Tin Tintery. The sweetest and lucky as lucky can be. So I need 4 gore tusk livers. And I need 6 more of those paws. So we'll go back to the ocean and go get those. Can't you go any faster? I'm not going to take on the harvesters for a while because the doing one dagger, I need a better dagger to take those on. I hate it when they just sit in the middle of the road. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, coyote, no. No, 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 no. Alright. Dean Winchester. There's one. There's a Cortusk. Yeah. Can't get enough rage with the dagger. No shield, no nothing. It's a dagger. It's so difficult. Oh, you guys go, yeah. Oh, hey, Adrian, let's just take out all the gnolls. It's like everybody's in Westfall today. Let's all hang out in Westfall. Yay! There's 3 more livers. I mean, these guys over here. Chest. Hey, look! Somebody's trying to kite. That's interesting. I saw a guy trying that. He's trying to be a very interesting to watch. Dang it! We don't need that. We need livers. Livers. They were fence kiting. That's funny. Oh, I drink a coffee, I'm yawning. That's not good. Need healer for dead mines and good to go. Well, that's good for you. I need to find somebody who wants to kill Murlocs. Friends are on. Nobody really. So Cambria is actually the road blocked on that one road that's road blocked. No liver there. Took my gore casket. Freaking stupid warrior. Elven warrior. Oh, that sells well. It seems like everybody's in Westfall today. Let's all go to That's helpful. Only pros. Oh yeah, okay. Buckshot. That's funny. See what you got going. Wow, that's a lucky find. He's self-found, and look what he finds. A drop for +4 agility at level 15. That's fantastic. Here, you kill him. We're both good what we want out of it. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Ha! Wait. I want to take one of them at a time. Oh no. Why don't you go the other way? Oh, I'm screwed. Well, let's try. Let's see if we can do it. We have a health. Maybe we get lucky. Or maybe it helps us. Come on, yeah. Caught. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. See if Dean dies right away. We actually get lucky. Come on, baby. Come on. Needs work better. Yeah, we got lucky. Woo, we got lucky. And we got a no pull out of it. There we go. There we go. Now we cooking. Got a little lucky there. Because I know it's tough to pull 2 mobs. Without a health pot, I would have been screwed. Because again, a warrior with a dagger is so hard. It's not easy to be a warrior in this game with a dagger. Because you don't do enough damage and you don't generate enough rage. So it's very, very difficult if you pull multiple mobs at once. Now when I get dual daggers at level 20, whole different ball game. I can already tell it's going to be a whole different ball game. So I've got 55 bullets left in the gun. So I'm going to try to... Oh, wow. Everybody's killing things. You can find somebody else. See, this person comes out. this is more than and they come back online. Oh. Man, I might as well just stay in one spot and wait for respawns. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculousness. Ooh, there's a... Ooh. Come on, give me a liver. Liver, give me your liver. Build up some rage for me. What do you say that is? That's troll. That's troll. There we go. Tusk is worth some money, so we'll take that. Hey, look at that! We can mine some copper ore, even though I have a ton of it already. I don't need more copper ore. I need light leather and livers and paws. I don't need all this, but we're still having fun anyway. And Dean Winchester needs a 1967 Chevy Impala right now. That's what he really needs. Yeah, Chevy Impala with a trunk full of weaponry. The Demon Blade and the Angel Blade and the First Blade. Only need one more liver now. Now we're rocking and rolling. I need to test him for the other one. The other quest. And lock them on. What a dick. Yeah, let's just shoot the guy. I'm a hunter. I'm a dwarven hunter who has the easiest character in the game and has a badass two-handed axe. That is so cool. Give the guy credit where credit's due. He's completely self-found. And obviously he's engineer because he has a scope with his gun. But to find that +4 agility dual axe, two-handed axe is, I mean, that's freaking cool. I mean, you gotta give credit where credit's due. I mean, sometimes it's all luck. I mean, look how lucky I've been. All these are free pouches. I didn't buy one pouch, not one. One more liver, come on. And then we get to have pie. Because Dean always hates it when Sam forgets the pie. Sam? Yeah? Now, if you're a fan of Supernatural, answer me this. Chat, answer me this, chat. What is Dean Winchester's favorite magazine that he watches? Or that he reads? There we go. Got a little liver. Liver! No, we don't have ribs right now. Ribs we need later. We need livers. Liver. So earlier today I was listening to just thinking of this. I don't know. To me, the Supernatural soundtrack is such a great history of classic rock. And I was actually watching clips on the Supernatural YouTube channel while I was, taking care of business in the restroom. And one of the things I found interesting about the clip was that in the episode Baby, at the beginning of the episode, I forgot that Sam is getting laid in the back seat of the Impala, and Dean comes out of the roadhouse and says decisions were made, or something like that, and it was hilarious. And then he pops in night moves when when they're both driving down, and you know the way Jensen Ackles plays off that whole scene is just absolute cinema. You know, you got to give credit where credit's due. And it was a perfect little song because he just got freaking hung over and battled at the roadhouse. You know, and he's just sitting there. He gets in like he's still drunk, and he sees Sam getting laid inside the back seat with a waitress at the diner, and it just was great. To me, it was just. It was one of those scenes that just embodies the show. I loved it. I'll take care of this one, little buddy. Mr. Mage, you didn't have to sheep him. And now I'll take care of this guy too. 'Cause I need paws. Oh, that's a Chad right there helping me out. Yeah, he knows I'm. There you go. What's the name? Little Ones, okay. But yeah, it was great. I just love that episode of Supernatural so much. It's one of my favorite episodes of all time. And, you know, the entire story is told from, the entire episode is told from the car's perspective. And to me, it's just absolute,
I'm out of range.
Peak Supernatural. Because and, you know, the callback at the very last callback in the series finale when Dean's in heaven and bring back the original license plate on the Impala, which says Kaz, is just fabulous. I mean, there's so many callbacks to that show. It's absolutely great and fabulous. I don't think I can take him out hot. He's fast around waiting around. Hamstring. God dang it, man. These paws just don't drop. Let's see if he... What's he gonna do? No, he's going after them. I might have to go back. I need one more liver and 4 more paws. Okay, what am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? Let's see. Yeah, he's not gonna take on that group. He's like, no, sir, I am not taking on that large of a group of them. I don't blame you. There we go. There's a respawn right there. Bam. Mr. Scout, prepare to meet thy doom. Can't get enough rage. Need more rage. Well, it's getting better. Ooh, shadow gem. I got a lot of those, though. I need paws. I don't need shadow gems. Fire! There we go. we're getting some crits. There we go. Need those to keep these guys hamstringed in. Fast. And we got a paw. There we go. 3 more paws, 1 more liver. Here we go. We got a warlock. Disheartened. That's a cool name. That's a really cool name. Little too tall. Could have used a few pounds. I know, quit my day job, right? Or don't quit my day job.
I'm out of range.
She was a black-haired beauty with big brown eyes. Sitting all alone. Sitting way up high. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. What a great song. What a great episode of Supernatural. You know, the other really cool part of that show, you know, if I could talk to Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki, I would tell them that they made my young adult years more tolerable, because it just, you know, we got into this big swing where being one of the guys, being, you know, grew up with in the 80s, the man then, starts to shift. 25, 26 years old, so, you know, they always like turning on that show. It just, because there's a lot of things in Supernatural that as a man you can relate with. I know that's shocking and probably hard to understand, but it's true. Because there's so many things in that show where Dean and Sam feel like they're out of place. Especially in the later seasons. So it's just great how that show has pretty much grown up. And my kids won't watch. My kids kind of watch it. My ex-wife does the whole thing with me. She loves Dean. In fact, one of my things I'd like to do for eventually is if I ever get famous enough that Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles find me on YouTube or TikTok or doing something, one of the things I would love to do for her is to actually have her show up in a 1967 Impala and just spend a day with her. You know, they don't have to just show up in the movie. Because I know Jensen Ackles has said he had that 67 Chevy Impala, his baby,
Not ready yet.
inside his garage. So it would just be cool if they just, you know, did that for her. Because, I mean, if that would be one thing I'd love to do for her. Because I know she did love that show. And she felt the same way I did. Like, that show had a lot of emotional weight to it. Sad to see it go after 15 seasons. It really was. Alright. 3 claws and 1 liver. Come on. Kill me, though. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, here we go. More ore. By the way, if you're wondering, I am going to edit these videos down. I just have to buy a video editor. Because, I mean, nobody has a free video editor except for TikTok. And TikTok's video editor doesn't work really well on the laptops. Works great on cell phones, but horrible on laptops.
It's too far away.
You did. What a prick. Alright, here we go. I can't take on all these guys. Night Core. Yeah. I'll take this one. sharpen that blade. There we go. 6. We got 6 paws, chat. There we go. Chat, we officially have 6 paws. We need 2 more. Okay, I need to sharpen the blade. I still have 12 health pots left. Let's see if this guy will pull again. So he pulls them. I'm going to go... Yeah. Got one. That's the way we're going to snipe. So we're being a snipe here. We're being a sniper. We're sniping this guy's pulls. He's race locked and he's not going to help. Yes! 7 paws. Okay, here we go. We're going to help him. There we go. Stab the guy in the back. There we go. All right, 1 more paw. 1 more liver. We're almost there. I'm going to go to the other side, see if we can snipe something over there. Ooh, wait, did I miss something? I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, hunk of meat. Well, I'll probably need that just because I don't have any food left. I'm out of food. Food. That's junk food, just like Dean Winchester would eat. So, just to cover for those of you new to the channel, new to the series, we're doing Supernatural as characters in World of Warcraft. So this challenge has Dean Winchester as a warrior, a Fury warrior that only uses daggers, no shield, no two-handed weapons, and can only use a gun for pulling mobs. Okay, those are the rules. And it's basically very close to full self-found. I cannot buy anything in the auction house. I can buy things from vendors. I cannot trade with anybody. So if somebody wants to give me materials, can't do that. But I can sell at the auction house. And the reason why I did that was because I figured it was tough enough to do daggers only with a warrior. Because of the way the specializations are set up. And I can only use Fury Tree talents. I can't jump around in the talent tree. I have to only use Fury talent specializations.
I need to get closer.
So those are the rules. Now I have figured out with a dagger I can only pull 1 mob at a time. I cannot pull multiple mobs. Now at level 20, and Dean completing the dead mines, I can unlock Sam, and Sam will be a warlock that can only use daggers and wands. I can only use demon.
Not enough rage.
The specialization in commemoration of my favorite Sam storyline, which is the Demon Blood storyline. It's my favorite storyline of Sam's. Because I just thought the dynamic between Ruby's seduction of Sam, it reminds me of Anakin Skywalker's seduction to the dark side of the Force. So, yeah, that's really like awesome. I just thought that was a real cool way of kind of giving a tribute. And that means he's gonna ask for the pack leader, and I don't want the pack leader. So we're gonna pull this guy towards the top. I'm gonna pull him up here because I can't handle more than 1 at a time. I can't handle a raid. Okay, so a hunter, Steve Johnson. So I can't have 1 person be a hunter. I can't have 1 person be a hunter. So I decided Bobby Singer is going to be the marksman hunter. And I'll unlock him when Dean and Sam hit level 20. Or Sam and Dean hit level 30. Good question. Yes, I'm a hunter, but I'm going to be a hunter class. That would make the challenge too easy. Hunter to me is this class to grow to 60. Oh, crap. See, I can't handle more than 2 at a time. I can't handle 2 at a time. So we got to run, and hopefully we don't aggro anything on the way to running. Oh, dang it. Just can't handle them. But great question, Steve Johnson. Excellent question.
I don't have a target.
Bobby Singer will be the hunter. He'll be a dwarven hunter. But that's the level 3. Castiel, the 4th character. Castiel has to be a paladin that only uses the holy tree of specialization. And he can only use a 2-handed sword. And that's in commemoration of basically all the angel weapons that were done in the show. Because I was going to do pole arms. Because if you remember the episode where they get the cult back during the Men of Letters storyline, where their mother, Dean and Sam's mother, steals the thing from one of the elite demons. And he's got the big, huge spear from Michael. I decided to combine all those weapons and say, okay, you can only use a 2-handed sword. No staves, no axes. So, correct. And I'm going to have Bobby be the engineer. They used one sword one time. So Dean mainly used daggers throughout the entire series. The Demon Blade, the Angel Blade, and the First Blade were the main weapons Dean used besides guns. And I thought that would be a great challenge to have a warrior that only use daggers. Because daggers are really good. Let's be real, they're really for rogues. I mean, there's some good blades for hunters or daggers, but a warrior needs to gather rage. And the best way to gather rage is usually 2-handed weapons. So, but great question. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Need one more paw and one more liver. And they only killed one dragon. Let's remember that. They didn't kill them all, because remember, they still raised Mother in that whole episode. I love how the mother of all creatures turns into, speak of her, turns into their mother in the diner. I thought that was awesome. And freaking Dean swallows whiskey with the freaking with the phoenix ash to beat it, and when she bites him, it's hilarious. It's like, yeah, Dean Winchester may not be, he's not just a dumb tool in the shed. I think the hardest part of Dean's quest is getting to level 20, because I can only handle one mob at a time. God dang it, man. Wait, there we go. Oh, he's dead. Alright, so we're going to have to wait for some respawns. I can't, if I had a 2-handed weapon, I could wipe these guys out easily, but because we're not doing 2-handed weapons, this can be tough. So that's a great thing. So chat, if you're in the chat right now and you're watching, let me know, what is your favorite season of the Supernatural TV series? And to me, there's not a wrong answer. So I want to hear what you have to say, and then I'll turn around and tell you what I think. Oh, good Lord. Come on, respawn. Come on. Okay, we'll have to run around a little bit. I have to get some vortex, huh? A loon be with you. Well, thank you. Anyone have pie? Yesterday was crazy. Somebody was watching my stream while playing in the server. It was hilarious. I'm in the Skull Rock server with this challenge.
Enough rage.
saw this. Saw that I was streaming, and that was kind of cool. I thought that was awesome. Come on, drop a liver.
Need more
Dean
rage.
drinks too much.
Not enough
Drop a
rage.
liver. Oh, come on. God, the drop rate of these livers and these paws is ridiculous. Lord. Alright, here we go. Okay, got some spawns up here. No, oh, there's a gore tusk, okay. So my favorite thing is to do this. /RUD. Rude. Alright. Ooh, there's a gore tusk right there. Oh, somebody gave me this. Yay! Okay, one more paw. Come on. I can't take them all on, so we'll have to see if we can find a straggler somewhere. Need one more paw, so that's complete. One more paw. I'm not going to do the killing fields. I'm not going to do that without a group. So I guess we go to Loch Modan next. And do Loch Modan. I really got to find some light leather. Got to find 3 light leather. And hard to do. I can't get the ratchet yet. Really? That sucks. I need 3 more light leather to finish the blacksmithing quest. So I might risk it I might risk it to go on my own and fish, but I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do that. The only thing I have for an escape against the Murlocs is strain.
Need more rage.
Oi, come on! How many of these guys do I have to kill before I get a paw?
I'm out of range.
Dean Winchester and his trusty little gun. Lead. Rogue strike.
Not enough rage.
I can't generate enough rage with a dagger to get. Yee, gas. Hi, that's 11 straight of those knolls and no paw. And one more paw. I said a coming over, baby. Whole lot of shaking going on. There we go. There's a scout. Maybe he'll drop one. Bleed. Hamstring. Heroic strike. Ay, ay, ay. You have got to be kidding me. Don't phone a friend. Whatever you do. Oh, he phoned a friend. I'm after you. Maybe not. I might get lucky. Woo, we got lucky. We got lucky. Almost died again from these two wolves. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to shoot this one. Pull him over. Oh, we'll shoot. Actually, you know, let's pull him. It's closer. Nope. This got me the lowest drop rate on God's green earth of West Kingdom. Oh, good lord! You see, this guy's right by a vulture, so I have no choice. I'm gonna have to get rid of him. Because they can fly around in a weird pattern. One-on-one, I can handle these things, but when it starts getting two-on-one is when it starts getting difficult.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Lead, hamstring, strike, or... Oh my god. Dodged 2 heroic strikes in a row. Hamstring. Thought I completed it. I guess I didn't complete it. I still have not gotten a paw. I need one more paw. Paw! Paw, paw, paw! Bleed him. Hamstring him. Now, if you're wondering why I'm hamstringing early, hamstring him early is just in case he does a lot of crit damage, I can run away. Wondering. Because I know it sounds strange. Hamstring him when he gets closer to the edge and save the rage. Well, I'm not generating enough rage to really hurt, so you're just a blow. And it's going to start doing some serious critical damage to him. Since I don't do much damage with the dagger, I can just simply run away. Which I've had to do several times. Yay! We did it! Llegamos! We did it! We got the paw. Okay, so is there anything else I can complete here? I can't kill all those watchers yet. They are too high level. The People's Militia, there's no way I'm going to do Highwaymen, Path Stalkers, and Knuckle Dusters. They'll kick my butt. So here's what we're going to do. I need to go to I need to go to Loch Modan and do some of the lower level questing over there. The food quest, because I need to get the food. But I also want to see if I can find some chests and stuff. But first, I want to see if I can find an area where I can fish for trunks. I want to see if I can get those last three, the last three light leather I need, so I can just do the blacksmithing quest too. So I'm gonna go out on a ledge a little bit. I'm gonna risk Dean Winchester's life, and we're gonna see if we can get away from these murlocs and find like a trunk or debris that we can fish in. So far I don't see anything out there that way. Now obviously this would be easier in a group because these murlocs hit hard and they're stacked on each other. These murlocs are such a pain in the butt, it's not even funny.
It's too far away.
But maybe around the crabs that are yellow, down the way a little bit, maybe I'll get lucky there. I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to find out how lucky I can really get. Like yesterday, I was real lucky that I found a group relatively fast that was doing the looters and the device pillagers, and it was a priest. And the priest was like, I mean, she almost died a few times. We had a rough time with the pillagers. We really did. We had a really rough time with the pillagers and the looters. So I don't see any junk that I can fish out over here. See, there's no junk floating. So I'm wondering if I swim out and around them, I'm wondering if I can do that. So this is going to be a big risk here. I don't know if it's worth me doing this, but we're going to try. I'm going to try swimming around the murlocs, see if I can find an area that I can fish that will have trunks I can get. Or even if I find a pool of fish of that oil fish thingy. That would work too. So we gotta be very careful. We don't want to aggro any of those murlocs. We'll pretty much die. Ooh, there's a school of oily... Oh, but it's right near Murloc. He's level 15. There's no way I can't get him. But at least I found my first school of fish. Now I need to find junk area. I need to find an area where I can fish for junk. Here's a Murloc Hunters. I don't see any junk yet. And we're going to see if we take a break because I don't want to get exhausted. I don't want to get fatigue. We'll stop here for just a minute. Yeah, I don't see any junk this way yet. So there's only one school of black oily fish right now. So we'll jump back in the water. We're going to continue down the way here, trying to avoid all the murlocs. Because from what I understand from watching the fish locked guy that has the troll that's fish locked, the best way to get light armor and stuff. Problem is I'm not in Ratchet. If I was in Ratchet, this would be so much easier. But because I'm not in Ratchet, it's really hard to find these junk piles. Because there's only like one or two in all of Westfall. So we're, oh my god, look at these guys. No way. No way. They put 2 murlocs on the top of that hill. Oh my god, there's nowhere to rest. So I'm trying not to get fatigued. We're going to stop at this little island here, because it doesn't look like there's any enemies there. We're going to look. Oh, that's why. There's a copper vein up there. Okay, that makes sense. That's the reason why. Okay, I'm like, what the heck is going on over here? Whoa! There it is. There's floating debris. So let's see if there's any murlocs over here. It looks kind of like a safe zone. Oh no. There's murlocs. Oh. I wonder if I could fish it over here. No way. Okay. Okay. Come on. Alright, here we go. We're going to try to do this. Here we go.
I don't have a target.
That's not going to work. Okay. We got to kill him. Oh. No way. I found floating debris. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Maybe. Don't aggro him. Don't aggro. Please don't aggro. Yes, we got our line in the water right by the floating debris. Yes. Do not aggro any of those things. Screw those murlocs. Where's he at? Oh, he didn't have it. Oh, not quite close enough. We're getting closer. So I'm afraid if I get any closer, I'm going to freaking get snagged by him. Oh, that's perfect. Strange kelp. Okay, we can sell that. Can I get lucky? Yes. There's one tightly trunked. Yes, we might get our light leather out of this. Do not aggro that murloc. So to give you guys an idea, that's a murloc right there. And he is so close to me. Look at that. I mean, he hasn't aggroed yet, so got a shot. Yes, tightly sealed trunk. Okay, so we got 2 of those out of there. Okay, that's awesome. Let's see if that comes up with light leather. All right, here we go. So, come on, baby. Light leather. Medium leather. Oh, I need light leather. Okay, come on, light leather. Yes! Yes! We can do it! Yes! Chat! We can do the blacksmithing quest now! Yes! Let's go complete that! Oh! Okay, we gotta fly to, Southwind City, or whatever the hell it is. Yes! Chat! We got lucky there. I love the luck. Oh, so exciting. I actually can complete it now. So now I've got a total of 8 light leather that I need. I'm going to put the medium leather in the bank because I know I'll need that later for mats, for other stuff. But oh, how exciting. Now let's just avoid all the mobs. Going back to Sentinel Hill. We don't want to get into a fight, especially around here. The mobs are a lot higher level. And if I remember right, my hearth is back to Goldshire. I haven't. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 We do not want that thing. Hell no! Okay, stay away from Stay away from the box. Stay away from the box. What's in the box? Nice. This is exciting. We are going to be able to do this blacksmithing quest, turn it in, and make ourselves the Iron Forge breastplate, which is going to be a huge, huge upgrade, which means my armor is going to get better, my stats are going to get better. This might actually be what I need to get to complete some of these quests. So that was nerve-wracking. That Murloc was right there. Like, if I move any closer or anywhere else, I aggro him and I die because he's got a pet, probably another Murloc near him. Oh, it's just been a disaster. Oh, I'm so excited. If only I had some exciting music to play. I don't. That's okay. See, because part of the Murloc quest is you have to make 4 of these. So I got 2 light leather in the bank. And I picked up 6 out of those things. So I'm going to go buy some wheat flux. We got plenty of money. I think we have 2 gold now. Just under 2 gold. I mean, this couldn't have gone better. You know what I was told? I was told because I got 3 green pouches out of Elwyn Forest, they know I'm going to make it to level 60. I'm like, well, you don't know the challenge I'm putting myself through. The challenge I'm putting myself through is brutal. One guy goes, I got told yesterday in the chat, you know that warriors can have 1 dagger, but doing 2 dagger warrior, it's not going to work. I think it will. Once I get the 2nd dagger, I think things will be, especially running dead mines, will be the big tell whether or not 2 daggers is going to work. So level 20, running dead mines, dual dagger warrior for Dean Winchester, the Angel Blade and the Demon Blade, and maybe we'll make the first blade too. I think we're going to have some fun. I think this is going to be very, very exciting. Go away, Coyote. I have enough meat. I need to cook some meat too. But we're going to fly this. We're going to complete this quest. We're going to go make the Iron Forge breastplate. This is exciting. If I could play music saying, I'm so
For the
excited,
Alliance.
I would, but unfortunately,
See you later.
there's copyright stuff, so I don't think I can do that. Oh, I didn't have a belt? Oh, I didn't know I didn't have a belt.
Looking for something specific?
Okay, let's sell some of the trash and then head over to South SW. And I can sell that strange kelp. I'm going to sell that strange kelp in the auction. Remember, I cannot buy from the auction. I can only sell in the auction. So I need the money to buy stuff from vendors. So, yeah.
You need something?
I do need something. I need to go to Stormwind City, please. Stewardess, may I please have the flight music? I would like Van Halen. Let's do Panama by Van Halen. Oh wait, there's copyright infringement on YouTube if you do that? Darn the bad luck. I gotta turn the coffee pot back on because the coffee got cold. Turn it back on, heat up. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. And then we'll turn in, after this, we'll turn in the liver quest, the Gore-Tusk liver quest, get the pie, hearth to Goldshire, and run and complete both the blacksmithing quests and complete the first leg of the Defias Brotherhood quest and get the flight path to Lakeshire, all in one smooth transition. So that's very exciting. No wonder guys love doing these challenges. They're so fun. It like gets your heart racing. We also get to pick up some money from the Alliance auction house, so it's obviously some of the stuff we put up there has sold. I'm going to assume it's probably the linen cloth. But first, let's find out today. Okay, so we need, see, how much ore do I have? So I have 10, 20 ore, 21 ore. So I just need to pick up the 2 light leather, and I need a couple stacks of copper bars.
You need something?
Okay, so we'll do, see, so it's 6, so it's 8, so 48. I need 88 copper bars to complete it. So I have 21, 30, 50, 70. I'll just take 2 extra just in case. Okay, let's look at the quest. Let's look at this. So it takes 2 tiger's eye. So we need 2 tiger's eye. 1, 2. And then we're going to take the light leather. And we'll take some rough grinding stone just in case. Take the coyote meat because I'm going to cook it. See, look how much copper bar I got plenty of copper bar. Alright. Let's go to the Dwarven District and let's go construct this stuff. Now, chat. Nobody has answered this yet. But if you're not, I understand if you're not a Supernatural fan or if you're a casual viewer, but if you are a fan of Supernatural, or even if you're not a big fan, what is your favorite season? There was 15 seasons. What is your favorite season of the show? I'm going to tell you, for me, it's season 4. Season 4 for me was the absolute front to back, the best season of the entire show. A lot of people will say season 5, but my 3 favorite storylines actually don't involve season 4. Even though I do like the Sam and Ruby and the demon bloodline where he starts destroying demons using his demon blood powers. It's not my top 5 storylines. My favorite storyline is actually the Mark of Cain, which extends over 2 seasons. Or part of 2 seasons. And I like the way they involve and incorporate a lot of Dean's emotions in that series of that storyline. I like that. I just like
Great
the
to meet
whole
ya.
scenario where he goes like dark side, but he's not quite dark side. I like that Sam rescues him at some point from and turns him back from demon to from the demon part. The other storyline I really like in that show, which most people don't even realize is a storyline that actually extends all 15, extends all the seasons, is the Archangel Gabriel's storyline, where he starts out as the trickster in season 1, and then he pretty much goes through the entire show as a big character, but he's a storyline that's one of my favorites, especially in season, I believe it's season 5, where he traps him in the game show. Hands down, just a great, great storyline. And then my third favorite storyline is actually Sam trying to close the gates of hell. I think it's the Demon Angel Tablet storyline involving Sam. And that goes from Sam going through the trials and gonna eventually humanize Crowley all the way through when the angels are casted out of heaven or thrown out of heaven. So just that part of my favorite storylines. Okay, so we need to make 4 of these. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. One more, and then we're moving on to the Rune Copper Belt. Beautiful. Okay, Rune Copper Belt. Okay, we need to make 4 of these. Perfect. Perfect. B-E-A beautiful. We got that accomplished. Now I still need to get 12 more blacksmithing skill. So I'll probably run back and get more of the copper ore.
Great to meet you.
But I want to kind of look here, see if there's anything I can learn. Cannon 90. Okay, so I need to go grab some more ore. I'll grab more bars. So while I'm heading back to the bank, I'm going to stop at the auction house and put some of the stuff in the auction. So I've got the blacksmithing, all the mats I need for the blacksmithing quest, that's done. Now we need to head back to the bank, grab more copper bar. I want to get all the hundreds. I want to reach blacksmithing level 100. So that means I need 12 more skill. And then we're just chat, we're rocking. We're rocking and we're rolling. We are rocking and rolling. Wheeling, dealing. Sorry, this is I didn't think I'd get this far. I really didn't. Like anything I do from here on out, it's bonus for me. I didn't think I would get this. I don't think I thought like if I got to level 11 or 12, I was gonna die because it just couldn't generate enough rage to make it like work. But apparently you can. Okay, auctions. Let's see what it's going for. So what it's going for right now. So let's see. Strange kelp goes for about 5 silver a piece. So we're actually going to be a jerk, and we're going to go 7 silver, 9 silver, 99 copper buyouts. So we're going to basically underdo everybody. And we're actually going to take this down to 65 copper and a 99 copper buyout. And 20 linen. We're going to go 790 and we're going to go 899. See if that attracts somebody to buy those. And that's all we need to do. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now we got some empty bag space to fit some more copper bars. And we're going to put the medium leather in the bank. And then we're going to finish up all this blacksmithing so we can go turn in the quest that we just completed, all the mats and all the specs right here, Gearing Red Ridge. And then we are rolling.
How are you?
Okay, so I want to put the medium leather away so I know I'm going to need that later. Oh, I forgot the chunk of board me. I'm destroying that. I don't know. I know I'm being stupid by destroying it, but I can put that bag back in there. Guess we're good there. Okay, copper, copper, copper. Copper, copper. Do I have more room? Yeah, I have room for... Back to the Dwarven District. I should have been smarter, not work hard. What's sold? Short bastard sword of something sold. So we got another 8 silver. Now remember this, if you're just joining in, I can sell at the auction house. I cannot buy at the auction house. I cannot accept trade. So I'm pretty much self-found, except for I can sell at the auction house. So I'm just not allowed to take anything from anybody. So if anybody offers me, like I've had people offer trading me and giving me light leather. Earlier when I was trying to complete that quest and I turned them down, I'm like, no, I can't. I canceled every trade because we're like, well, you're not self-found. I'm like, yes, I am. But when you're self-found, you know, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but when you're self-found in hardcore, you can't sell at the auction either. And I wanted to be able to sell at the auction to give myself the best opportunity to buy gear from vendors. That way it also makes me have to be more selective about the stuff that I put in my bags, because I have to think about how much money I can get for each one. You know, what sells at the auction, what does well at the auction. Mats do well, trash obviously does not. Some green items have done okay. You know, I've been able to double my money compared to selling at a vendor. So, no, I mean, you just... Okay, let's do some grinding stone. And then, awkward. So these are 6. These are 10. 86 armor. If I get 10 more armor, and I can sell the belt of People's Militia. So I guess I'll make 2 more of those. One moment, please. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna free up another slot. So I'll have 3 slots and make some stuff and sell some stuff. So that's cool. Oh. Sharpening stone, a little more sharpening stone, and I'll free up 3 spaces in the bag. Okay, so we're going to make 2 of these. And one of them I'm going to put on. So that's an upgrade, 10 armor upgrade compared to what I already have. Oh, it's more than that. Oh, it's a 13 armor upgrade, okay. And then
I've the finest wares in the land.
Bring me me another silver. Okay. Alright, then let's
No.
get him. What can we learn else? Ruined copper bracers. So that's 68 armor. Convert to. Okay, so I can use that.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Ruined copper bracers. Okay. So now it's just a matter of which one brings more money at the vendor after I do this. Okay, so let's go to the vendor.
Welcome.
225. Okay, so we're gonna make more of the bracers. Okay, huge upgrade there.
What can I get for you today? Off with you.
All right. As Mr. Burns would say. Excellent. Smithers, who is that man? Palmer Simpson, short. Simpson, eh? Excellent. But Yoda would say, "Oh, wait, put your weapons. I mean, you go hard. Tell me, why are you here?" Somebody said I should do Star Wars characters. I might do that down the line. Be interesting. Alright, now we're official there.
Hi.
Okay, we're gonna sell all these, make a little money, honey. Okay, go back to the bank. Actually, screw the bank. Let's just go straight to Goldshire. Heart to Goldshire. Actually, yeah, Heart to Goldshire. No, I'm gonna save the Heart to Goldshire because I'm gonna probably farm the copper to make the breastplate. I'm gonna farm that in Elwyn Forest to make it easier for myself. I'm gonna be chicken crap. I'm gonna be big time chicken. I'm a big time chicken. I'll be a big old Looney Tunes chicken. Because there's no way I'm going to try to farm copper in Westfall right now. I'm not. I need more. I need that protection. I need that nice, beautiful chest piece. Somebody gave me Blessing of Might. Sweet. But it's not going to help me right now. Doesn't help me, Sean. It doesn't help me at all. Not right now, you see. Maybe I'll farm some of it on the way to, you know what? That's probably a better idea. I'll farm it, all the copper I need on the way to Lakeshire. Red Ridge. To Red Ridge we go. Red Ridge.
Good day to you.
Yeah. Okay, put this back. This away. This away. And off with you. Keep your feet on the ground. For la Comodan. I'm only using the gun to pull mobs. I'm not even using it to like actually shoot things on a constant basis, even though I could. I did that earlier. We had a guy who was in Elwyn Forest that he was tanking multiple mobs. And I just shot him with a gun. I already maxed out all my skills, so I just shot him with the gun. Worked out great. Only thing I can't stand is these Murloc sounds when they're running. They go, whoa! I get tired of hearing that. Just to be or not to be? That is the question. I need 14 more copper ore, so I can probably just farm that on the way to beautiful, lovely Lakeshire. Run, Forrest, run! Oh, hold on. Coffee ready. Ah, yes. Coffee with no cream or sugar. There we go. It's nice and hot again. Okay. Lots of cool guild names on this server. This is the Skull Rock server, and you've got some really cool guild names. Now, I have not joined a guild. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know yet. Oh, Paladin, you're one of a kind. You Paladin, you priest. Ooh, got a little human priest over here. Now, normally I can run into at least 4 little things to strike at for copper down this way. I'm going to make a stop at East Logging Vale because I have a quest I can turn in over there. I'm not going to do the Murloc Fin quest. I just don't see a point in doing that. I know that sound... Oh, you got to be kidding me. Someone's already hitting it. Oh. Okay, there's one down here. I just don't see any point in doing that quest because it doesn't give me any rewards. So I'm going to skip the secondary Murloc quest in Elwyn Forest. And I'm just going to head straight to Lakeshire, get the flight path, turn in the 2 quests. One's the Defiance Brotherhood, one's the blacksmithing quest, and then we're going to try to make the breastplate, and then we're going to get a little bolder, because now we'll have +3 strength, plus 3 stamina, and we'll have plus 198 armor. So... this coffee tastes amazing right now. Okay, they're striking that one. So it looks like on Skull Rock, here on Skull Rock, it looks like there's a lot of race-locked guilds. I'm kind of shocked about this. In a good way.
It's too far away.
Like, that's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be race-locked yet. I don't know if that's really my game. I don't know yet. I guess I can make that decision later. Okay. Okay, so I needed 14 copper. I now need 6 more. 6 more copper, and I can make my breastplate. Make my chest piece. I find it cool. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a dummy, but I really thought like when I watched the guys that did, there's a guy on YouTube that he did a gnome race locked dungeon runs, and of course, you know, the gnomes do not have healers, and he is a warlock, and the way they ran the dungeons was, I mean, it had to take hours to run some of the later game dungeons because, I mean, you gotta wait for cooldowns to pop, you gotta wait for target dummies. I mean, it's not easy. They made it look easy on stream, and they made it look easy in the videos, but the planning and the strategizing that went into that was amazing. I mean, if they can do it, why are some of the other race-locked guilds not doing better? I'm wondering. I know the Night Elves must be doing great because, you know, you have druids that can heal, DPS, and heal. So you got kind of advantage there. I'm surprised that dwarves who have paladin and priest is not doing better in that challenge. I'm a little shocked at that. You would think the dwarves would run away with it. You got the most access to classes.
I need to get
The only
closer.
class you don't have is the weakest one, which is the warlock. Warlock's the hardest, in my opinion, to get to level 60. I've tried Warlock a couple times, and even when you have the Voidwalker, if you pull once wrong, you get one wrong pull, you're done. Even with Drain Life, even with all that stuff, you're done. You gotta almost pull one mob at a time, and your mana management has to be spot on. Oh, cool, we only need 4 more. Or, yeah, 4 more. Sorry, 2 more. So yeah, mana management. Paladins, easier to manage mana. Mages, easier to manage mana. Priests, the easiest. I think Priest is the easiest, next to Hunter. I think Hunter's got the biggest advantage of everybody because if all you need is a really good boar, owl, or bear tank pet, and you just maximize their abilities, and you're in. And you just pick marksmanship because marksmanship will do the most DPS damage and overall damage to the mobs. And you get aimed shot, which aimed shot is like basically a free crit. See, people don't realize how much like a hunter has a big advantage in this game hardcore because the hunters, watch this, not only have the pet, but they have marksmanship. And marksmanship is the most underrated skill tree in World of Warcraft. It is so underutilized. So you have to realize that back in 2004, I had 2 toons. I had a Dwarven Paladin that was holy spec and was a tank. It was the best tank. You know when I got a reputation.
You need something?
In
Be
04,
careful.
05, and 06, I got a reputation in the game
Farewell.
of being one of the best tanks in the game. So anytime I came online, there was between 15 and 20 requests for me to tank a raid or tank a 5-man or 10-man dungeon run. And everybody was shocked because being a paladin is the hardest tank. It's the hardest way to tank in WoW Classic, in the vanilla version. It got easier, obviously, it got easier when we got into TBC, and it was really easy, a lot easier when the talent tree expanded in Wrath of Lich King. Yeah, it was nuts. You know, and you know, I just knew how to hold aggro really well with a full holy deck treed out, no prot, no retribution points at all. I only spec'd out the entire holy tree, and I would tank the living crap out of every single dungeon. Now, I wiped a lot when I first was learning to tank because I didn't know how to hold aggro, and I didn't understand how you can hold aggro. Never understood it originally. So I remember the first time I tried to tank Dead Mines. Surprisingly, I remember this. 22 years ago, I tanked Dead Mines for the first time at level 19 as a paladin tank, holy spec. I did not have consecration yet. And I had, I basically had everything I needed, but thank God we had one hell of a good healer. Because I mean, I could hold aggro with 2 mobs, but once it got to 3 and 4, I had no idea what I was doing. And you don't have taunt, so you can't just pull the mob off like you can as a warrior or a bear tank on druid. So it was very interesting to see all that unfold, and then I got better and better and better. But where I was going with that was my alt was a marksmanship hunter. And let me tell you, in PvP, now this is back in the day, you know, when I was at level 40 in the PvP servers, I would smoke people with my marksmanship, because all I do with my dwarven hunter back then is I would straight out 100% hang up on a cliff and use aim shot. So I'd go aim shot, concussion shot, and then send my pet in. Aim shot, concussion shot, send my pet in. And then at that point it was serpent sting. It was all DPS and bots. Crap. I'm not strong enough to face a level 15 spider. I'm gonna die. Let me see if I can hamstring him. Okay, good. Hamstring. So, see, I'm getting lucky here. I'm not paying attention like a dummy. Anyway, what my point was it was just the greatest. To me, it was great. And then when I was in dungeons, people would go, "Well, you probably pulled a lot of aggro." No, and I would always tell the tank, "Don't." I would never send my pet in to help the tank unless we were doing a boss. If we were handling just trash mobs, what I would do is keep the pet on defensive mode right next to me, and if I would put a freezing trap down before the pull, and I would just tell the tank, don't worry about pulling him, I'll just have my pet tank whoever I aggro. That way he can focus, or she can focus in on the group. So when I hit multi-shot or volley shot, you know, they didn't have to worry about who I pulled. And it was great in stockades. Great in stockades. Anyway, that was 20-something years ago. I'm sure today people have their own opinions about things, but the old school builds are still the best builds. I know people probably don't believe that, but I still say old school is the best school.
Greetings. The Alliance.
Can I help?
Light path. Now let's go turn in these 2 quests. I'm wondering if the guys from 20 years ago still play. I wonder if they'd remember me. I would be curious about that. I mean, they were probably teenagers, so they're probably now in their mid-30s, and I was this like 20 friggin' year old dickhead that used to
Can I help you?
everybody online.
Have a good one. See you
Yes! Yes!
around. Be careful.
It is official. I'll have to go back to Goldshire anyway.
For
Okay.
your life.
Okay. I have to go back to Goldshire anyway. That'll work. Okay, so let's learn this and let's make it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X proudly brings to you Dean Winchester, the man of the hour, is about to make a chest plate that is going to help us with the next 10 quests and possibly save our ass when we get into Dead Mines. So, very exciting. Shout out to the Fishlock Troll, who now has a priest Fishlock Troll that he's working on. But the Hunter Fishlock Troll, shout out to him. You're the one that got me to... You gave me so many ideas that I never used to use. And that whole fishing for mats thing was incredible. So shout out to you, brother, wherever you are. Here it is. 1 Iron Forge breastplate coming right up. There it is. There it is. Here we go. Soulbound. Yes. There we go. Here we go. Oh, back up a little bit. Look at that. We are shredded. Look at it. We jumped up over 100 points in armor. We now have a 30% decrease. We went from a 24% decrease. We gained 5% save on damage. Now we're talking. Now we're rolling. Now what I want to do while I'm here is I want to go and see if there's a better dagger than what I have right now. Okay, that's a shield crafter, weapon armor.
I have the finest wires in the land.
I want to see if I can find somebody that has weapons that may have a better dagger than what I have. Let's see. Fletcher, no, but I will use you to repair and to sell that. Anything else I need to sell? Oh, no kidding. Sell that too. Okay. Alright, let's cook up some meat. We're out of food. Dean likes his pie, but we also gotta live with some steak. Because Dean Winchester loves his junk food from gas stations. Okay, this is gonna take over this. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Okay, let's see. I need to go find Wiley. Wiley's upstairs, if I remember right. He is.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
Take Wiley's note to Grand South Mantle in West.
Be careful.
Aye, aye, Captain Stubing. Make a quick stop in Goldshire. We'll run back to Westfold. Because we gotta turn in the pie quest anyway. Does Dean want some...
Hey there. See you around. See you later. See you around.
Return to Werner Osgord and Redridge and give him the crate of horseshoes. Okay,
Have a good one.
Oh, I wonder if the word
Well met.
overpower. I don't think I need that. Battle shout rank 2. Yeah, I need that. Battle shout. Revenge. Revenge says instantly counterattack an enemy 12 to 14 damage and a high amount of threat. Revenge must follow block, dodge, or parry. Okay.
See you around.
So it worked. Okay, so defensive. Revenge. Okay. Offensive. That can go here. Rank 2, demoralizing shout. And then demoralizing shout here as well. Okay. What was the other thing I got? Rend. Oh, did I rend already? Yeah, I rend already. Okay. Heroic Shire we have. Causes high amount of threat. Okay. Cool. Rock on. Well, I'm not going back to Lake Sharp for a little bit. If anything, I'm going to go to Loch Modan. But I may not have to. I'm going to hit level 6. I'm going to ding level 16. I guess at level 16 I can try the Harvest Watchers as long as I pull them one at a time. So again, one of those situations where I need to pull them away from the farm because it's going to take forever to kill them. So I'll probably try that next because I'm probably going to ding when I turn in both these quests. When I turn in the Defias Brotherhood and when I turn in... yeah. So it should be interesting. I look badass. Look at that. So I got now these pants. They're level 8, but plus 2 strength, plus 2 stamina, and I got plus 3 strength, plus 3 stamina with the new, plus 1 stamina with the dagger. We're doing okay. Not great, but okay. Alright, so let's go turn in the pie quest here at the farm. If I ding level 16 right here at the farm, I'm just going to take out the Harvest Watchers. Again, just something I have to do one at a time. How many Southwind quests do I have? I have Humble Beginnings already completed. Elmore's Task, I gotta go back there and complete that. Got a lot of stuff to do. And it's just taking forever. I would have been done with half these bloody quests if I was able to use a lot of stuff to use a gun. God dang it, why do these mobs like turn towards me almost every time? Okay.
What can I do for you? Farewell. Have a good one.
Ding! Level 16. Alright. Pie. Dean can now have his pie. And on top of that, where's the recipe? There we go. Now we can learn the recipe. We are on our way to greatness.
What can I do for you?
Okay, let's sell this stuff and get rid of these because I don't need them right now. Get rid of the clam meat. Okay, since we gain level 16, we're going to go ahead and try to kill the Watchers. Careful. Okay, so improve battle shot. Increase the melee power. Increase the reduction by 8%. Or gives you 8% chance to generate an additional rage point when you deal melee damage to a weapon. I think I'm going to use Unbridled Wrath right now for that. That looks better. Okay. So these guys are pretty spread apart right now, so we're just going to do it this way. Can't bleed them. Demoralizing shout. Rogue strike.
Need more rage.
take him out, but it almost puts me down to half. So that kind of sucks. Whoops. That really sucks. Now it'll be +4 stamina. That might help us a little bit. Let's go ahead and do this. So this is going to take a little bit. We just got to be careful about the pulls. Battle shout. Right. So just that same we don't generate a lot of rage. And then on top of that, they don't run. So I don't need to hamstring or anything like that. And melee power really is helping. He's also at 37, so that'll help. To team up. See if we can get a team up. Guess he doesn't want to team up. This way and do this farm because this farm has the easier Defias mobs just in case I accidentally pull them. So we're going to pull these with the gun to start. Nice low, 40. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, we're gonna shoot you and bring you this way.
I need to get closer.
Okay, run. I want to aggro another one of these guys because I'll die. Okay. There we go. Fire! Hex blade made to level 60. Come on. Glad I waited till level 16 to do this. You know, I got the fence I can kite them on if I really needed to, but it looks like I don't really need to worry about kiting. That's kind of amazing. Can't bleed machines, so we just use World Strike and Demoralizing Shot. simple. Flask of oil I'm going to use on here we go, on the lighthouse quest. That's later on. Boy, that blessing of might has helped me out with the last 5 kills. See, look how fast they respawn. So freaking fast. I'm so careful about these holes. Ooh, nice crit. 90 crit for the dragon. Oh, that's not bad. We are halfway down the killing these harvest watchers. And no, we're not going to kill Blanco. Blanco will.
Not enough
Ooh,
rage.
that sucks. I see when I miss. I'm so scared of missing. I don't do enough damage the first strike. Yeah, we're gonna go sit over here and eat. Regain some health. Let them kind of respawn a little bit. Okay, that works. There's a respawn there. We don't need any more of the gore tusks right now. I'm probably gonna farm them later for the livers, so I can get more pie for Dean Winchester. Because if you're a fan of Supernatural, you know that Dean loves his pie as much as Busty 80 loves for the magazine. So 9 more to go, so after this guy will be done. Oh my god, he dodged the road. Okay, this guy can charge because he's on the outskirts, so we're going to use charge with him. Heroic strike. Woo, I'm glad I watched. Look at that guy. That guy's right there. Boom. Look how fast he respawned. I'm getting more bold because look, my health is only halfway down. I'm getting more bold. That chest piece helped. I'm telling you, that chest piece made this build at the low level it's at. Okay, so let's go over here and let's respawn health. Let spirit come up. Okay, we got one at the end over here, so that one we could charge and build rage. Now, one thing I was told is, why don't you use use oh crap. Crap, I'm screwed. I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Told you like an idiot. I got lucky there, but still, that is stupid on my part. Why did I do that? Why was I an idiot and do that? God, sometimes I can be just stupid. I'm not paying attention. I use bad, demoralizing shout while there's a second mob that isn't aggro. That's yellow. I'm an idiot. Oh, I got, but I'm telling you, that chest piece made a difference. I'm telling you right now, that chest piece made a big difference. I would not be able to get out of that. As soon as I did. So, one more to go. Lots of hops to get the alcohol beverages a little bit later. Three more to go. Pull you outside the ring. Spawning so fast, I don't even want to like risk going in the middle. I go in the middle, I miss pull, I'm dead. Dean Winchester. This dagger
Need
is
more
not
rage.
You gotta find a better dagger. You gotta make one. I don't know. Okay, there's number 19. Here's number 20, and we'll go 20. Thunder clap. Strike. Okay, we completed that quest. Now, since I'm already here, I'm wondering. Let me know, chat, what you think. Do you think? Oh shoot. Do you think I should see if I can find a group? Yeah. I don't need your. I have to find a group that wants to do the pillagers. Highwaymen. Because I can turn in all the hops. I need one more hops to do it. See if we can get hops. Oh, you guys can't hear me? Okay, let me see. See, I'm glad you said something. Hold on. Is that better? See, if I didn't know. If you can hear me better, let me know. Thank you for letting me know, Brian. That was awesome.
Well met. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Okay, let me try again.
King's honor,
Hold
friend.
on, let me try something else. Yeah, thank you, because I didn't know. I mean, I had no idea you guys couldn't hear me. Nobody had said anything. Everybody had been responding to what I'm saying. So I'm glad you said something to me. I had no bloody clue. So I've been yakking my ear off, and nobody's been able to hear me. You have to understand, I've never streamed video games. This is only my third day ever streaming a video game before. I've done live streams where I've done my podcast show and stuff, but I've never streamed a video game. So this is all new to me. So figuring out and adjusting everything. The first day was a disaster. My first day doing this new streaming thing for video game was a disaster beyond disaster. Because I had no idea what I was doing. You know, when I go live to do an episode of my podcast with the RV industry, you know, it's just point, click, and use a microphone. And sometimes I can use one, sometimes I can't because I do it all on my cell phone. So, but now I figured out how to adjust it, so that's really cool.
Need help?
Okay,
For
so
the Alliance.
Militia, I don't have that done
Go with
yet.
honor, friend.
Okay.
Greetings.
For
the Alliance.
Brotherhood.
Be careful.
Scoundrel rot when I had the chance, but this information is crucial. Good
Light
work.
bless you.
Slip of the tongue. Matthias Shaw ahead of us. I-7. I gotta take it to him in Storm.
Go with honor,
that's
friend.
the rogue guy, if I remember right. It's gotta be the rogue guy.
Good day to you.
Okay, sell the okra. Ooh. A ding. That deserves a grab. Okay. So let's see. Anyone want to team up for Pathfinders, Highwaymen, and etc. I don't remember what the other one was off the top of my head. Yeah, I love it too in a way. See, I don't know if you were around, Brian, but one of the things that I have been working on all bloody for like the last day and a half. So I am self-found to a certain degree. I can help with them perfect. I'm self-found in a way I can sell at the auction house, but I'm not going to buy at the auction house. If you get my drift. So, you know, I had to try to dodge murlocs to fish on the coast of Westfall to get light leather, so I could get the so I could basically be able to make this chest piece because I was dying. You know, the goal is with Dean Winchester, Dean can only use daggers, no shield as a warrior. Very, in my opinion, very hard challenge. It's been difficult because daggers just don't generate the rage you need. If I had a two-handed sword, in 3 days I'd be at level 25 already, getting ready to run BFD. So it's such a challenge because the dagger, if you, unlike like a rogue, you get dual daggers pretty early if I remember right. And dual daggers with combo points and finishing moves and poisons and everything else, you know, if you miss with one dagger hit, you can hit with the second. With this, I get one dagger, no shield. And if I miss 3 times in a row with the dagger, I don't have enough damage per strike to make up for it. So, very interesting. The warrior's got a robe on. That's freaking cool. Got a robe. Bleed. enough health pots right now. I should be good. There we go. There's my string. I love Westfall too. I'm very careful because it's hardcore. I've been so careful about my pulls. I've been careful about everything, and it's just like, it's been a great experience because it's taught me a lot about pulling. And it's taught me a lot about group play too. Oh good, I got an upgraded oh shit. Yeah, I'd skip that. Nope, you don't want to skip it? Oh, I'd skip it. that looks like a little too much for me right now. That guy. Teach you a lot about your combos too, because pretty much like my biggest challenge is now is how do I get the hamstring thing has saved me so many times right now, because then I don't pull a lot of additional mobs. That's been nice. I also tried using first aid. First aid is an absolute waste in this challenge because of the cooldown. So the cooldown on the first aid stuff is just, it's worthless to me. I might as well just sell the linen cloth and the... That's just experience. That's all it is. Sweet!
You are too kind.
What a nice person. What a Chad. What a Chad. Making sure we both got our stamina buff. Love it. And of course, it killed everybody. I'm probably going to sell the hops now because I don't have enough. I don't think I have enough hops to do it. I think I need 5 and I got 4. So I'll just sell the hops. What a Chad! What a Chad! Careful, careful. They're going to spawn quick. Sunder on her. Okay, so she's in defensive mode. She's a tank. That's awesome. I am going to try to tank with this build, though, just to let you guys know. If you guys don't know, I'm actually going to try to tank. See, I'm going to go to the lighthouse a little later. Ooh, smart.
That ability isn't ready yet.
I learned rend, and a lot of this stuff is really important with this challenge. along pretty good.
It's too far away.
God, it's working out great. She bleeds. I hamstring. This is working out great. Good teamwork. Ooh, laced male shoulders. We just increased our armor. There we go. There we go. This is getting better and better. We are getting. Now we just have to not make stupid mistakes, and I'll be okay.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, man. You are not getting away from me. Ooh, that's not good. Slow down, a little cool down on your butt. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. Hamstring action again. Oh, crap.
Not ready yet.
Demoralize the
I
shout.
need to get closer.
I got her, I got her, I got her, I got her, I got her. Slow him down, slow him down, slow down. There we go, yeah.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Using Sunder Armor. Excellent. That is awesome. So we only need, just need 7 more highwaymen. I want to see the robe.
I need to get closer.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I'm like, what is this? No male armor. So she's not wearing any male armor at all. That's cool. That's freaking cool. Somebody else is challenging themselves. Are you doing a no male armor challenge? this, we gotta do bio. Bio number 1 coming up in a minute. What a Chad! What a Chad! Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Not enough rage.
I mean, look how much I miss. If I did not have this warrior with me, this warrior... Okay, done. If this warrior was not with me, I would never be able to complete this quest. That's how bad it is. That's how Alright, any more blacksmithing skill. And I gotta pee like a Russian racehorse. So be right back. Bio. Then do you want to do the lighthouse quests? Love the lighthouse quests. They're so much fun to do. Okay, so I'm in a safe spot right here. So I'm going to sit, and I'll be right back. Bio! Okay, here we go. Cool. All right. All right, so they're out. Okay, so she's out. So we're gonna go to Loch Modan. Actually, it's 10:16. I might have to call it. I want to. I didn't hit level 17 like I wanted to, but I did definitely accomplish one of the things I wanted to do. One of the big things I wanted to do today was I wanted to make sure that I completed the blacksmithing quest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly to Stormwind after I sell some stuff, and then I'm just going to kind of debate, do I go to bed, do I not go to bed? I am tired. Let me turn this in. Because the only thing left I have in Westfall is the Defias quest line for the Defias Brotherhood. And that's about it. I mean, I don't have, you know, enough, obviously the Dead Mines, but in Loch Modan, I can probably gain the levels I need. The one's going to give me more.
For the Alliance.
Money.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Do what diddy diddy dum diddy do. I am now honored with Stormwind. Oh, let's just fly straight to Loch Modan.
How are you?
Only thing I'm mad about is I haven't gotten to go to Booty Bay. I don't know when the world buffs are. I don't even know if anybody has activated the world buffs. Alright, so what quests do we have left? So I'm going to turn these in later. I'm not even going to turn this in anymore. Let's abandon it. It's not going to give me any quest points. There we go. It gives me an extra bag slot. And bag space is so necessary right now. It really is. Especially basically being self-found. Fishing for mats is pretty much... I'm so proud of the fact that I was able to get the light leather through fishing. I really was. That to me, because it was so hard, because those murlocs are so freaking aggressive. So I've made it further than I thought I would. I want to start with that. So I made it as a warrior named Dean Winchester. The supernatural challenge is to use daggers only, based on the TV show. In the TV show, Dean Winchester's main weapons is the Angel Blade, the Demon Blade, and the First Blade, along with guns. Yes, they've used a sword here and there for like killing dragons, you know, during the 6th season and you know, and the purgatory thing. But even in purgatory, he used a machete type of thing. They used machetes against vampires, so those are technically daggers. So instead of making Dean a rogue and just being a daggered rogue, that wouldn't be much of a challenge. I mean, it is in hardcore. Anything's a challenge in hardcore, but it isn't part of the thought. So I'm like, well, Dean is a warrior. Dean Winchester in Supernatural is an absolute stud warrior. So he is a warrior class, Fury tree only. I cannot spend talent points in anything else but Fury. And he can only use daggers. No shield, no swords, no two-handed weapons. He can dual have dual axle or dual daggers once we hit level 20. But the challenge of this, the challenge so far has been that not damage per second. DPS is actually higher than if I was using a two-handed sword. So my DPS is not the problem, it's damage per strike. That's the problem. So if Dean misses 3 or 4 dagger hits in a row, I don't have enough damage on the next hits to make up for it. So a lot of times I'm having to use hamstring and run. So it just gives you an idea, like, it's taken me almost 3 full... It's almost taken me 3 full playing days to reach level 16. Just to give you an idea. Yeah, just to kind of put that mindset with you. But it's been fun. It's just, I've had to really pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, one of the biggest things I've had to pay attention to, the Harvest Watchers, instead of running into a cave or running in the middle of a farm field in Westfall, I pretty much had to stay on the outskirts and pull smartly. Take the gun, shoot at one, pull it out. Like, I got 17 shots left with the gun until I have to get more bullets. But yeah, it's just been one of those things where, you know, I don't know. It's been tough. Has not been easy. But it's been fun because it's been challenging. And I get, in between everything, while I'm trying to farm for mats and stuff, you know, I get to talk about one of my favorite shows of all time, Supernatural. You know, it literally is, no kidding, no stretch of the imagination. Supernatural, the show, actually, like, made my young adulthood bearable. Made my 20s, my late teens and my early 20s bearable. Because we went through this social kind of change in our society of what a man is supposed to be like, and it just like, whoa, that's not what I was grown up to do. I was grown up to do this. I was taught a man is chivalrous, and a man is supposed to help, and a man is supposed to provide, and you know, and this is the roles. And so Supernatural, as the later seasons came on, Dean and Sam started to feel out of place because they were taught something different by their father of what a man is supposed to be. And of course, you know, we see all the social changes over 15 years, and they feel awkward and weird. So I feel the same way. So they're just like, I really saw a lot of the storylines were just really easy to relate to. All right, so we're gonna make
What
this
can
our
I do
home
for
now.
ya? Off with you.
So we're gonna spend a lot of time in Loch Modan now.
Hello.
Okay, so bring 3 pieces of bear meat, 4 boar intestines, or the boar intestines, and 3 spider ichor to Vidra hearth stove, and Felspar.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Something sold in the auction. Let's see. Linen cloth. Linen cloth. There we go. Money, money, money. Money. All right, let's recap for the night. Okay, so we didn't hit my goal. One of my goals was to hit level 17. I did not hit level 17 tonight. Made about halfway past level 16. Pretty much the halfway point. The biggest thing I really want to accomplish was to fish for the materials I needed to make the Iron Forge breastplate, which I had to fish for light leather, which means I had to get trunks. And being sneaky at level 15 with a terrible weapon, terrible damage per strike, I avoided all the murlocs. I am surprised the murloc hunter I was fishing by didn't get aggroed. He's level 16, I'm level 15, and he had a level 12 pet and he didn't aggro. That was shocking to me. And I was able to pull 2 chests out. One had medium leather, the other one had light leather. I had enough light leather to complete the blacksmith gearing challenge, or quest I should say, for Red Ridge. And at that point, I was able to make the Iron Forge breastplate today. It took me a lot longer. It took me 2.5 hours to do that because, again, it's so... If I was playing normal warrior, this wouldn't have been an issue. But unfortunately, we're not playing normal warrior. We're playing dagger only warrior. Now, we also got made some cool upgrades. We got the laced mail shoulder pads that dropped. I'm level 16. It's level 15. That dropped while being in a group, beating the Defias Highwaymen, Pathfinders, and Knuckle Dusters. Just a little bit ago, we made some extra armor upgrades here. We got the +3 stamina last night, and we also got the Gore liver. I'm going to tell you before I sound off for the night. This has exceeded my expectations. I believe if I take this smart, not necessarily slow, but smart, and I get to level 20, and I do the dead mines with dual daggers, that's going to be the telling sign of what the game is going to be like from 20 to 40. Now, once I get plate armor, things become a lot easier. But how am I going to get to 40? That's going to be the question, right? How do I get there? How am I going to make sure I can tank dungeons when necessary? So those are going to be questions that are going to be answered over the next couple of days. Tomorrow night, we will be online again. And again, we're going to spend 3-4 hours. We're going to try to do as many quests in Loch Modan as possible. I'm going to farm the living crap out of all the ore I can. And we're going to try to complete everything, including the elite quests tomorrow night in Loch Modan. And then hopefully they'll transition into a Thursday Dead Mines run. So let's watch out for that. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We gained 2 subscribers since doing this challenge. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's more subscribers than I thought I would get. And I am actually going to edit days 1 through 3 into a couple videos to highlight some of the fun, some of the big moments, things of that nature. Until tomorrow night, have a great night. Thank you again for all the support.